Thank you, Lantis. Young man has a record of 12-1 with 9 knockouts. They call him the bully. He's a fighter who comes forward, hits hard, is on a mission to fight for that world title, to win the world title. He had a little hiccup, but avenged that loss against a crafty veteran fighter that has a lot of experience. So the fact that he comes back and avenges that loss means everything, means a lot. Not only for his confidence, but also it shows the world, it shows the public that he means business. Let me call up to the podium from Shobek, Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan. That's what I'm sorry. They call him the bully, Bek Meligusev. Bek Meligusev.
Assalomu alaykum. Hello everyone. Manida oldimda bunday katta jangga, bo'yga, katta shouga tayyorgarlik juda ham yaxshi bo'ldi. Va albatta bunga imkoniyat bergani uchun mana shunday katta jangga, shouga, Golden Boy promoterga, barcha komandamizga o'zimdan minnatdorchiligimni bildiraman. Va albatta Manida yarki bo'y ko'rsatib, chiroyli g'alabaga erishishga qo'limdan kelgancha harakat qilaman.
Hello everyone, and I'm super happy to be back on a great card against a very good opponent, and I want to thank my promoter, Golden Boy Promotions, and my team for making this happen. And one thing I can promise you for sure, you don't want to miss this fight. It's going to be an exciting matchup.
Great, thank you very much. And then everybody who knows fighting and boxing, Beck always comes in ready, in shape. But obviously he has his hands full. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be a walk in the park. It's a fight, and they're fighting for the WBA Intercontinental Super Middleweight Championship for a reason. The winner here will possibly obviously go up to bigger and better things, but is getting one step closer to that world title. Now the main event. The main event is really exciting. Two fighters who are staples in the game. Two fighters who have experience. Two fighters who have been in there with legends. Two fighters who want to get back to the top and become world champion once again. But as I was saying in the beginning, working with other promoters, working with everyone in boxing is the name of the game. If you want to keep building and keep the momentum we have in boxing, we're coming off some great fights. We're coming off some big events that boxing needs right now. So this event here, we were extremely proud and happy to make with a great promoter who we've worked in the past with, and that's Joe DeGuardia. So Joe DeGuardia, can you come up to the podium and say a few words, Joe? Thank you.
Thank you, Oscar. It's great to be here. Really happy to be back in Las Vegas. It's great to see a packed, you've got a packed audience here and media covering this fight, which is really fitting. And as Oscar has stated, and Golden Boy's intentions on working together with other promoters, it's an important thing. We all do need to work together for the betterment of our sport that we all love so much. And it's been great being a part of this sport so many years. Bernard, the history we've had, it's just great. So
How are you one?
You owe me. Well, you got me first when you beat Tarver that night. Right? So we're about even. This is the rubber match.
Oh, you lunch.
But it is fitting, and it's certainly special to be here for a fight like this, because these are both two guys that really have put everything on the line, and two former world champions fighting each other, and both of them stepping up really in taking a real challenge. And I'm very proud to be a part of this fight. I wish the best to Gilberto. And obviously, looking forward for my charge, Joe Smith Jr., to do what he's got to do and always does. And that's come out on top, the common man. I'm really, really proud of him. It's great when you have a fighter that tells you he wants the biggest, toughest fights out there. And every single time, that's been Joe Smith's mantra. Every single time. It's never been, I don't want to fight that guy, I don't want to fight this guy. When this fight came up, cruiserweight fight, heavier, bigger, this was the biggest fight out there, and Joe jumped right through it. He wanted to fight. So, very proud of working with Joe. I got, a lot of high hopes. He's been great to work with, always, throughout this whole time. Got a very loyal family around him. We're all part of the same family, me, Joe, the Capabianco brothers. Very loyal, Joe Smith is, and a hard-working, true, a real testament to America. The common man, true grit, hard-working laborer, fought his way up to the top, fought every top fighter in the world, legends, and now we're here, and he's looking to get another world championship on Saturday night. And this is the first step towards it. It's going to be a great night. I thank you all. Look forward to a very, very good fight, and we'll see you Saturday.
Thank you very much. And this is what it's all about again, man. I'm not going to, be a broken record here, but we must work together. Calling out Bob Arum, calling out anybody, calling out whoever's out there, any promoter, big or small. Let's make the fights happen. That's the way our sport will continue to grow, will continue to rise, because this is the best sport ever. When you have the best fighting the best, it does not get any better than this. Before I introduce the main event, talking about best, talking about historical, and talking about legends, this young man, I say, is a legend. A legend because he is probably one of the greatest, if not the greatest, middleweight champion out there in the world, in the history of the sport. Bernard Hopkins has proved over and over that he did it his way. He proved over and over that by becoming a legend, you must fight the tough fights. You must climb up that ladder and fight the very best. So it is my honor to introduce my partner at Golden Boy Promotions, Bernard Hopkins. Bernard.
First thing I got like a skill or something, I guess. People that's shorter than myself kind of stand on it. But I'm gonna be real quick. And first, I like to say first of all, thanks for everybody's support. Everybody's supporting not only Golden Boy but boxing at this time and going into 2024. I'll say one thing that's important to all the young guys in the back. Joe Smith is credible. Zurdo is credible. Credible to do what and be what. Champions and great fighters to the media and to the world in the history of boxing when it's over for them, their careers. But going further in the conversation of greatness, and you hear the slogan, "Dare to be great." You separate the talk, the slogan, and put it to action. And the reporters, the naysayers, and everybody else in between will soon have to submit and bow down. They might not do it in front of you, but quietly and secretly, they will have to respect that and bow down to your success. And Scrappy, you understand that, correct? Golden Boy promotion is here for the long haul. See, some people, some fighters, and this is important, play the short game. If you just want a car, you just want a Ferrari, you just want a couple dollars, then boxing will give you that if you got that much talent. But if you got that much talent and you still want that, boxing will give you that also. But if you got something here to say the long game, what is the long game? Joe Dwyer knows what the long game means. The long game is when you get a prospect, or as I say, suspect first. See, a prospect to me is just like a suspect. He's a prospect. Those two meanings or names or words, to me it means the same. The definitions don't say that, but to me it means the same. Suspect, prospect. Prospect, suspect. Until you erase that based on your performance and based on you were evolved as fights go on and accomplishment goes on, then they realize that you're no longer a suspect. To close out this year in 2023, just say from here on, 3 months left in this year, we're going to be giving you the best closeout this year that we have in our arsenal. To show that we mean what we talk, we mean what we preach, we mean what we interview, that we want to bring the best shows, the best fights, and the best fight, the best fighting and promoting with everyone in the promoting game. So if promoters out there got their feelings in a way, then obviously we experience that won't happen. The big fights won't happen. But the sensitivity and the feelings of men, that's so high that I can't get used to it because I'm an alien. I can't understand it, but now we're going to make Golden Boy, we're going to make it clear that our feelings ain't in front of us. We're not going to have our feelings, how we feel about him or how he feel about me, damage the fighter getting an opportunity to be great. And saying that, I'll close with this. Everybody in back of me on stage, everybody in front of me on stage that's fighters, that's going to be risking their lives and their record and their credibility because they dare to be great. I salute to you because you're sincere and you went out there with your 100% effort to put on a good show for yourself and everybody else get the benefits of it. That Oscar and I are an example for every fighter, whether they're with Golden Boy or not. And our roads might have been different from the gold medal to the penitentiary to the Hall of Fame. That one thing for sure, that we talked what we talked before we got here, and guess what? It's possible. So let's make Saturday be one of those impossible for others to watch. We taking the lead. Golden Boy promotion have taken the lead, have spoke about it before today. At least I have, and I know Oscar has also. We have spoken about it. So I took enough time. It's their time. But I wanted to say this to all the fighters, and when I say this to everybody to listen, because they're going to remember this, and something's going to happen where they're going to say, damn, B told us that. Fight Saturday on the zone is going to be a commercial for everybody to show that they're the next star that everybody needs to listen to or watch. Thank you.
On that note, the main event will be a WBA Cruiserweight title eliminator, 10 rounds. He comes from Long Island, New York, with a record of 28-4, with 22 knockouts. And like Bernard Hopkins was saying, if you want to be great, you have to fight the best. And when I was watching Joe Smith fight my partner at the Great Western Forum,
Why did you help me?
I don't mean to bring it up, but Joe Smith dared to be great. And what did he do? He knocked out Bernard Hopkins out of the ring. So it goes to show you that, you know, you must take advantage of opportunities. And obviously today is an opportunity. So without any further ado, up to the podium, Joe Smith Jr. Joe.
Good afternoon, everybody. So, just like to say, I'm glad to be back. I'd like to thank Golden Boy Promotions and Star Boxing for this opportunity. I'm looking forward to this fight with Zurdo this Saturday. You know, thank you, Zurdo, for making this opportunity possible. And you know, to Hopkins, I'm sorry this is still coming up about fighting all the time. But, you know, I guess you know, when you take these risks of getting in there, you know, you got to deal with the consequences afterwards. But you know, this weekend I'm looking to make another statement and come out with my hands raised.
You know, when Zurdo Ramirez became the first Mexican-born 168-pound world champion, you know, we were all proud. We were proud. We were, you know, my gosh, you know, there's fighters from Mexico who are over 140 pounds, you know, and you know, we see this guy who is just running over everybody, knocking everybody out, has a tremendous record. You know, went up a division and fought the very best in Bivol, came up short, and took some time off to regroup, and now he's back. In a different weight class, he feels great, he's motivated, he's ready to show the world that there's a lot more Zurdo to come. And we are very excited because when presenting this fight to him, he took it immediately. Because he now recognizes, he knows to get back to the top, you have to fight the best. And again, Joe Smith is one of the best in that division. So I'm really excited. I'm really proud to have put this great card together, this great main event together. Let me call up to the podium the world champion at 168 pounds, now making his debut in the cruiserweight division with a record of 44-1, 30 knockouts, Mazatlán, Mexico, Zurdo Gilberto Ramirez.
Hola, ¿qué tal a todos? Thank you everyone to be here. First of all, I want to say thank God. I feel blessed to be here. Thank you everyone to be here. Thank you Golden Boy. Thank you just me too for taking this big fight. And I feel happy. I feel glad to be here in Las Vegas. And from the first time that I fought here in Las Vegas was the Cosmopolitan, and I remember that day I want to do the same statement, raise my hands, and I feel great. Come back in the track, and I'm so happy to be here in Las Vegas. Enjoy the night because it will be an exciting fight. I know he will bring a lot of heat to the ring, and it will be an exciting fight for everyone. Thank you. Muchas gracias a todos. Estoy muy emocionado de estar aquí. La primera vez que peleé en Las Vegas fue aquí en el Cosmopolitan. Son bonitos recuerdos para mí. Me siento muy motivado, contento, sobre todo en paz, tranquilo, y sé que voy a hacer una gran actuación este sábado. No se la pueden perder, y gracias a todos por estar aquí. Gracias.
All right, thank you very much, guys. And weigh-in is tomorrow, 1 p.m., I believe. Don't miss Saturday night here at the Cosmopolitan, live on the Zone. And once again, Bob Arum, Joe DeGuardia, who else? Eddie Hearn, Lonesome Eddie. Let's all work together. Al Heyman, don't hide. Let's go. Let's work together, make these big fights happen. Boxing needs us. Boxing needs mega events to stay on track and be the best sport ever. So thank you very much, Letty.
Okay, before we get into questions, I just want to say, to reiterate Oscar and Bernard's point, pride gets in the way of any type of major event, whether it be between men, between women, between humans. And one thing that Bernard and Oscar have done is remove their pride in order to make great fights. All they're asking is for other promoters to come and do the same, to keep boxing alive. There's no way you can complain if you don't also bring things to the table. So thank you to Bernard, thank you to Oscar, and thank you to Golden Boy. Now let's get into these questions. Joe, I go to you first. How excited are you to be on a big card again for another shot at a world title? Talk to me about that.
It's very exciting. You know, I'm just glad to have an opportunity. Great here, fighting in Vegas. You know, this is what you train to do. You know, fighting in Vegas is, you know, one of the top and best things you can do in this sport. So I'm looking forward to it.
Let's go. Okay, Zurdo, we've all been anticipating a fight from you. It goes without saying the disappointment that we felt a few months back when you weren't able to make weight. What type of statement do you want to tell the world in fighting with Joe Smith? What do you want them to know about Zurdo Ramirez after this fight?
I just want to say that Zurdo is back. Zurdo is back, and I feel great with them. I feel great, and I want to put my best in the ring. I've been putting a lot of stress to my body for this fight, and I will. And someone had to pay for that.
Joe. Joe, you heard that. You gotta pay for all the work he's put in. You've also seen him work, right?
I put in a lot of work myself, so I'm looking for the same type of revenge.
All right, Zurdo, I go to you. You know, Joe has disappointed Golden Boy fighters in the past. It's like he has a thing for Golden Boy fighters. How are you going to put on for Golden Boy and rep the set against Joe Smith Jr.?
Don't answer that. Don't answer that.
Well, I want to represent myself. I want to represent Golden Boy this Saturday night. Everyone will watch.
This focus that I see in your eye, Joe, you're ready. You represent the common man. You represent what it is to just love boxing and do whatever it takes. Is that what you're ready to do this coming Saturday?
Yeah, I'm ready to put on a great show. You know, I want to, you know, give it my best, come out on top, and go home and give my little man a hug, and that's it.
Mm-hmm. Now, Zurdo, we spoke about just what a big type of Mexican fighter that you are and representing. Like Oscar said, we didn't even know we came in this size. Okay? Talk to me about representing Mexicans in boxing and the Mexico and Mazatlan that you bring into the ring.
Well, es un orgullo para mí. I'm really proud to be a Mexican, to represent all my people, and I just want to give my best all the time, and everyone will watch this Saturday, and I want to give my best and raise my hand.
Joe, it's going down this Saturday. What do you see when you're looking in the ring? What do you want to bring to the fight, bring to boxing fans, and bring to this cruiserweight division?
Well, first comes first, I got to get past Zurdo. You know, I plan on doing that just by staying busy and active and putting on a great show for the fans. And you know, and giving my best just as he's going to give it his, and hold my hands at the, you know, raised up at the end.
Zurdo, this fight is going to mean a lot to Mexico, to Golden Boy, and to you. How important is winning and beating Joe Smith to Zurdo Ramirez?
Well, it's really important because it's a shot for the title fight, and that's what I want, to become a world champion, and I had to pass this test first, and then the next one. But I'm really focused. I'm not looking beyond of that. Right now, I'm focused on this Saturday.
Let's go. All right. Now it's time for the face-off, everybody. Let's get to it. Zurdo Ramirez, Joe Smith Jr.
Thank you.
Don't forget, Zurdo versus Smith Jr. will take place live at the Chelsea at the Cosmopolitan of Las Vegas. Doors open at 2 p.m. Pacific, First fight box at 2:05 p.m. Okay, act quickly. You don't want to miss the return of Zurdo Ramirez. Tickets are still available at Ticketmaster.com. And if you're not able to make it out, catch all the action live streaming worldwide on The Zone at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m.
What's the Chris in the white hat? All right.
To you, Larry. Get that shot, Larry. I'm okay with Thomas.
All right,
Come to you.
Okay, all right, look straight to the back. Look to Chris.
Thomas,
White hat.
you're hot. Yeah. Tell him to look to our cameras as well, Larry. You mind?
All right, now.
Top middle on the right.
To the top middle.
You're hot, Thomas.
All
right, face up. Mr. Hot Thomas facing up. I see you, Larry. Come to you, Larry. And Larry, you're hot. Coming to you, Chuck.
Thank you.
Chuck, you're hot.
All right.
Coming to you, Thomas.
Joe, DeGuardia.
Thank you so much for watching this video, and make sure to subscribe for more videos of your favorite fighters over here on Fight Up TV, and give us a follow online as well at Fight Up TV on Twitter and on Instagram. We appreciate it, guys.